right now, who are also going to be performing on Saturday at Evergreen German Club, a Midsummer Night Stream. I'm joined with Fred Bernardo, who we heard play a little while ago, and Mike Anderson, who has a great article in the Reading Eagle today that you want to check out on B4. He is the marketing director of Reading Public Museum, and he's also a musician with Hurricane. Hello, gentlemen.
Hi.
Good. How are you both?
We're good.
Fred, it looks good. That works, right? Isn't that rock and roll? You just put your backs to each other. Is that how you do it? That's right. Fred, we'll start with you.
Only the backs.
Fred, you played a little bit for us earlier today.
Yes.
And we get to see more of you on Saturday.
Yes, much more.
Perfect. We like that. That is going to be
You'll be hearing much more, I should say.
Seeing, we'll take that still.
Yes.
What time do you start? 6 o'clock is when Hurricane and Fred Bernardo go on stage.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. How excited are you?
Well, we're pretty revved up, just like everybody else.
Absolutely. And this is
because we're still revved up from the last time.
Yeah.
Right.
You had quite a performance.
Yeah, that was like a false start. So we're ready now. We're still ready.
It was a good video. It made for a good video.
You like that video?
That was
the
a
fastest
good video.
set ever played.
Yes, I believe it was. So we have to make up for it.
Yeah, we're ready. We've been like building up this whole time.
Well, what can we expect from Hurricane on Saturday?
I had a list, but I think I forgot to bring it. But we're going to play tunes from like Robert Palmer, Warren Zevon, Tower of Power, Steely Dan, James Brown, Bad Company, Bruce Springsteen. There's a bunch more of them. Jeff Beck, maybe?
Quite an eclectic mix, and that's going to be a lot of fun for sure.
And I know...
Eclectic, that means loud.
Loud.
Yeah.
We like loud. Loud is good.
Yeah,
loud is okay at Evergreen. Yeah, loud is okay at Evergreen.
Right.
We'll take that.
That's right.
We know Fred plays the guitar. Mike, what do you play?
I play saxophone, and Fred and I go way back. We go back to 1965. We started playing in bands together. We were in first grade together back in the Muhlenberg area.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Causing trouble then already.
Yeah, we were, and we're still wreaking havoc.
Saxophone, that's really cool. That's a really neat addition to a band.
Well, it's I found ways to fit it in all kind of genres, and we're going to give it a shot this weekend.
How excited are you to be playing on Saturday night?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. And another great thing about it is I get to play with some of my old buddies that I haven't seen for a while. Wayne Aki is going to be playing drums with us. He played with Uncle Drew when I did, and with Hurricane. I haven't seen him for a long time, and I get to play with people I haven't played with as well, like Cookie Manweller and just guys that are legends from that era that it still sound great.
And did you have your rehearsal with Hurricane already?
We've had a couple, and I'm regaining my hearing right now.
And you'll lose it again on Saturday. You'll regain it maybe next week sometime after the concert on Saturday.
Maybe, yeah.
And how about our attire that we're wearing on Saturday? Because we're encouraging everyone to dress in their vintage attire. Do you guys have your outfits planned out?
Well, if it's genuine vintage, it doesn't fit at this point. But I have faux vintage attire. I actually had some of the old Uncle Drew shirts reprinted from that era.
That's really
maybe
neat.
I'll sneak that one on again. Maybe.
That would be really neat. How about you, Fred?
I think I'm probably going to have a Fred's Music Shop T-shirt on.
That seems to fit too. That's probably a good idea.
I got one free the other day, and I think I'm going to put one of them on. It might say Tasty Licks Barbecue Supply on it.
I hear those are two really nice places.
That's what I hear. So,
I hear they also do really good grilling tips on Good Afternoon Berks Country.
Good grilling tips on Berks Country every other Thursday.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. We really appreciate it, and we cannot wait until 6 o'clock. That's when Hurricane and Fred Bernardo are going to take the stage at Evergreen German Club.
How tight are we?
We have to take a quick break, but we can come back with you if you have other things to say. Okay, we'll be back with Fred and Mike in just a little bit. We're going to take a quick break, check traffic and AccuWeather, and we'll be back here on Good Afternoon Berks Country. Hi, everyone. I'm Andi Kurzweg. I am going to be here broadcasting live at the Berks History Center until 5 o'clock. So you have a half an hour yet to come over, hang out with us. There's free refreshments. Check out the exhibit that they have here. If you haven't seen it yet, it is really cool. There is a really neat bedroom replica that they have, which is pretty fun. Fred Bernardo and Mike Anderson are joining me right now. They're members of Hurricane, who are going to be performing Saturday at Evergreen Club. It's a free performance. It starts at 4 o'clock, goes until 11 o'clock in Fleetwood. Gates open at 3 o'clock. It's free. All the benefits at Berks History Center. And Hurricane's going to take the stage at 6 o'clock, right, Fred?
That is correct, yes, 6 p.m.
Did you get to see the bedroom that's in the exhibit?
Not yet.
I know, Mike, you have to check it out. Was that really what your bedroom was like, Mike?
I had some photos like that, but I didn't have quite that.
It's definitely a very cool idea. I like that. Fred, you said you had a couple more things you wanted to share with us.
You know, I just wanted to say that, for us as the musicians doing this thing, just the best part of it, I mean, this whole thing about playing music our whole lives, and, most of us now have been doing it for probably longer than we want to talk about. But, the best thing is, like, just a minute ago, I find myself sitting here with, like, 2 of my best friends, Andy and I since first grade, in many bands together, and right here, my guitar. The friend that never goes away and never lets you down. And Andy has it with his saxophone. I'm sure he feels the same way. And now Marty's with us, and, same deal. I mean, this is that we grew up with these things in our hands, and we still, to this... Right, that's right. To this day, having these things nearby, you feel good when you have your things. And the guitar, especially, and probably for Andy, it's the sax, It's just something we love to do. So having this thing and giving us a chance to get together with our old buds and having our instruments in our hands, it's just a very cool thing. I want to thank the History Center for putting it all together, and Dave Kline and Marty have certainly worked a lot on it. So that's it. Just hope everybody comes out. We're going to have a great show, and it doesn't matter as long as you live within about, I'd say, 17 miles. You'll probably hear me anyway.
Perfect. So that's a great thing, but I think that's a really good point that you said there, Fred, is that you guys have so much fun when you do this, and you can tell because that's what makes a performance even better then, because you can see people play the guitar, you can see people play the saxophone or sing, but when you're enjoying it, you can tell, and the crowd feeds off that. So not only are you entertaining all the people that are going to be attending on Saturday, but you guys are going to be having just as much fun.
We will. Thank you very much for the opportunity to say some good stuff about it. And I get to play with Marty here last time around. I did get to play a few notes, and it was a real pleasure. Here's Marty now.
Good transition. Very good, Mike. I appreciate that. Fred and Mike, they're going to be performing with Hurricane at 6 o'clock on Saturday night. And joining us now, like they said, is Marty Mellinger, who's going to be one of the MCs for Saturday. Hi, Marty.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thanks.
We got to chit-chat a little bit before the first one in June.
Yes.
And now here we are, a number 2. We had no idea it's going to be even bigger and better. How exciting is that?
I think it's going to be great. It looks like the weather's going to cooperate, and it's free. So the turnout should be even better.
Yeah.
Although we had an amazing turnout on the first one.
And that's the thing. Last time it was such a great event. There was a little bit of problems towards the end, but overall it was a great event, great turnout. And this one's only going to be better. The Evergreen is going to be a great location, a huge location, so everyone's going to have plenty of space there and great music once again for a free event, like you said.
Right. And then there's food and beverages for sale, too, I believe.
Absolutely, yes. So it's going to be a perfect day, food, drinks, and music. Tell me about your role in this event.
Well, originally I was on the committee that sort of put the whole idea together. We were talking about doing a battle of the bands with Simon and Kim, and then I thought it would make more sense, instead of turning it into a competition, to have it just be, try to find some of the bands from that era and get them together, if they were still alive, which most of us are, fortunately. And so we put Faith together. We did Auburn and Uncle Drew, and of course Hunch and Hurricane, and now we got Macooch involved, which is really wonderful. So we've got some great acts, and we're actually going to open on tomorrow afternoon with a group that's sort of a put-together group. It's Dave Kline on vocals, and it's Nita Slater on vocals, as Dewey Wall from Faith on guitar, Jeff Solomon from Faith on bass. I'm playing keyboards, and Joe Drumheller from Auburn and Uncle Drew and Steam Machine on drums.
So it's a little bit of everyone, a little splash of all the bands put together.
And I think a lot of people don't realize the incredible impact that Joe Drumheller had on the rest of us. Joe was sort of, he was the old guy in 1975, when the rest of us were still in our teens, and he was like the horrible age of 29. And
oh my, 29.
But he was a real entrepreneur, and he taught so many of us, including, you know, Fred and Dewey and Jeff, me, so many people. He instructed Chuck Hale, my brother Byron, who sang with Auburn. He instructed us really how to think commercially about music. He used to get a Billboard magazine way back then in the 70s, and he would every week he would go through that and look for the songs that were the big, you know, the up-and-coming songs that were going to be the hits, and he would pick them, and then we would always be on top of the material that way. So he was really great at instructing, and I really just want to give him some praise for the wonderful job he's done in, you know, mentoring a lot of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Saturday, starting at 4 o'clock, a Midsummer Night's Dream, the Magical History Tour, Chapter 2. I know you're an MC. Are you going to be performing Saturday as well?
I'm performing at 4 o'clock with that group I just talked about.
Any other time?
And then with Faith at, I think it's 7:30.
I have my schedule right here. Yeah, 7:30
Okay.
Faith. You'll be with Faith then also. And you actually have a treat for us today, don't you?
I think we might have a treat.
So we're hoping it's a treat.
Treat is one of those relative terms.
Tell us what you're going to play for us today.
Dave Kline is going to pick something, and I think I'll turn the mic over to him.
So this is not rehearsed, not planned, right, Dave?
Yeah, well, some of the stuff at the first jam wasn't rehearsed at all, and other stuff was, you know, rehearsed with a lot of passion. We had a great time with the Dave Mell Blues Band. For my part, you know, that used to be our band's Night Flight in Paragon when we were kids, and sometimes it turns out really great, sometimes it's not so good, you know, but it's fun no matter what. So what we'd like to do here is Marty has to pick a song. I said, well, let's do a Beatles song. So now I'd like to invite any of my musical friends that want to come up also and sing, you know, come on up. And while we're getting set up here, we're going to do Let It Be. Let It Be. In the original key, so says Mr. Mellinger, the music scholar. So we'll see if that key suits us. But I'd like you to just say a quick shout-out here to Brian Webster, who's talking to Bob Entler. Hey, Brian. Yo, Brian. Come up here a second, please, quick. Come up here. Brian literally, Andy, just flew in from Florida. Like, seriously, flew in and landed. He's going to be a member of the Hunch Boogie Band. Was a member of the Hunch Boogie Band. You know, when we were much younger, boy, a lot of music shows. Here, Brian, say hello.
Wow. Hi, Brian.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Just landed from Florida.
Yep.
My goodness, what's the weather like down there?
Hot and humid.
Humid. Yeah. So this is a nice relief for you then, right?
Yes, it is. Yes,
well,
it is.
It's wonderful that you're gonna be performing on Saturday night.
It's wonderful to be here.
That is really cool. What time are you guys on? Do you know?
We're the last band on.
Last band on, 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. is when Hunch is going to be playing.
Absolutely.
That's really cool. What do you play, Brian?
I play keyboards.
You play the keyboard.
Yes.
9 p.m. And you flew all the way from Florida just here for this event.
Yes.
That's pretty
neat.
neat.
As well as the last event.
The last event.
Yep.
Yes.
Both of them.
And did you get to play at the last event?
No.
No, so that was a wasted trip.
That's why I'm here again.
We are going to make up for it this time, I think. Don't you think?
I hope so.
Okay, perfect. We're going to hear Brian play on Saturday with the Hunch Boogie Act, the Hunch Boogie Band at 9 p.m. Thank you so much for coming all this way and for coming right here to the Berks History Center.
You're quite welcome. It's worth it.
Perfect.
It's worth it.
Oh, well, yeah, we think so, too.
All right, great.
Dave, are you guys ready?
I'm ready. Oh, Brian, the stories we could tell. The stories we could tell, but won't.
We can save them for Saturday when we're not live on the radio.
We were just kids back then. Yeah, so it's really a thrill that Brian's going to do. I'm so looking forward to Saturday. The most important thing is the Berks History Center, you know, getting a whole new audience of people to understand that the Berks History Center is about everybody's history. You know, it's all kinds of history. And 50 years ago, that's history now. 50 years ago, this stuff was happening. A little bit sobering when you're still here living through it, you know, but I see all these great band members and musicians, and I've been going from one rehearsal to the next, to the next, to the next over the last couple weeks, and especially the last couple days. And all I can say is go to the Berks History Magical Mystery Tour Facebook page, and you'll see pictures and videos, and to see all these people again, it's really great. You got a volume there, Dave? All right, Marty, you got a piano thing going on? Okay. John, I'm going to give you this microphone. I don't know if the piano needs any more microphone or not, but anybody want to come up and sing? We're gonna do. Mick, you can come up and sing. You can clap your hands and do something. Mike, you can give a little, you know. All right, so completely spontaneously, to show you how spontaneous this is, 2 nights ago, Tuesday night, there was a Hunch Boogie Band rehearsal, only Brian was in Florida, so they really didn't rehearse with Brian, but it was a kick-butt rehearsal. I'm telling you, you're going to want to dance. going to be awesome. But now, Brian, I understand you have a final rehearsal tomorrow night, which I won't be at. Okay, well, have fun. Have fun. I'll be playing somewhere else tomorrow night. But we'll all meet up on Saturday. Dave Mell's jumped in here on guitar. If you need a little more volume on the guitar, let me know. I can turn that up, and you can sing along. Go ahead.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Yeah, let it be. So there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there's still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be.
That's not too bad. Not rehearsing at all. That was pretty good.
I need a hanky. I feel a little teary-eyed.
We're live from the Berks History Center. We have to take a quick break. We're going to check traffic and AccuWeather. Then we're going to come back to wrap things up, talk to the executive director, Stein Bertolett, a little bit more about the exhibit and what you can expect at the event on Saturday. We'll be back here on Good Afternoon Berks Country.
Something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there. are telling me.
Good afternoon, Berks Country. I'm Andi Kurzweg. We are back broadcasting live from the Berks History Center. We're almost out of time, unfortunately, so we wanted to get Kline, who is the executive director of the Berks History Center, back on to tell us more about the exhibit that we have here that people can come see, and, of course, about the event on Saturday. Simon, if this is any indication of what it's going to be like on Saturday, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it really will be. This is a great turnout today. Just a lot of support and a lot of enthusiasm.
And it took a lot of people to come together and make this happen. All the musicians, it's so wonderful that they're donating their time. All, of course, the people that are going to come are a big part of it, too, because while it's a free event, we want them to make donations, whether it's $1, whether it's $10, whatever it is, come back here to the Berks History Center and really helps you out.
Yeah, whatever they can do is great. Like I said, we're putting on this the concert on Saturday, but again, and it's a free concert, but, you know, generations will be graciously accepted. We really appreciate their support. But I really got to tell you, you know, the support that's come for this. The concert was kind of not an afterthought, but a secondary. We were going to do the exhibit, the Magical History Tour, cultural and musical happening, and the concert grew out of that. And it's wonderful because these great people, Dave Kline, Marty Mellinger, Dave Mell, Fred Bernardo, Mike Anderson, so many of them, they not only are playing on Saturday, play at the last concert, but they've donated many of the artifacts that are in this exhibit. And the exhibit is special because an organization such as ourselves, when we put on an exhibit, we look at an event such as the music invasion, the British invasion, the San Francisco scene, LA scene, music scene, but we also look at how was it interpreted here in Berks County. And we can talk about the Stones, you can talk about the Who, but it was really, this exhibit is about the guys that are here today, the gals that are here today, and the bands that played here, you know, in the late 60s and early 70s. And we bring that, as I said before, that community component into this. And so it's really special. And again, I thank these gentlemen, these ladies for helping us do that, helping promote this. But I also have some other people to thank when we talk about the exhibit as well as the concert. And I'd like to thank Herbine and Company, Wilmington Trust, East Penn Manufacturing, and the Pennsylvania Historical and Museum Commission for their support in giving us the resources that we need to mount this exhibit, to bring this to the public. On Saturday, again, these musicians doing a unbelievable job. They've given their time and talent so freely and so generously, and I'd like to recognize them, but also I'd like to recognize the Williams E. Cuckin Associates, Reading Eagle Companies, WEEU, Reese Integrated Marketing, and Land Display for helping us put this on. I mean, we couldn't have done it without them.
Well, we are proud to be a sponsor, proud to be a part of this, and thank you so much, Kline, for having us out here, for inviting everyone out here that came out, for having the free refreshments, for opening the exhibit for free, and I am just one of hundreds, over 1,000 of people that are looking forward to Saturday.
No, it's going to be great. Now, today for this remote, I'd like to thank Sweet Street Desserts for providing the refreshments.
I would like to thank them, too, because the cookie was really, really good.
Really,
Baby was happy.
And it's great. I mean, the quality that they do, and it's, locally born and reared.
Absolutely.
Sweet Street's great.
Thank you so much, Kline. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it.
Kline Bertelt, the Executive Director for the Berks History Center. Don't forget all the details. Here they are. A Midsummer Night Stream, a Magical History Tour, Chapter 2. This Saturday, a free concert, 4 to 11 p.m. at Evergreen Club on Harts Road in Fleetwood. Gates open at 3 o'clock. It's rain or shine. It's a free concert, like I said. And you want to dress in your vintage attire if it still fits. If it doesn't, go out and try to find something. Go out and get a tie-dye T-shirt. Get something. Draw a peace sign on your face. Something to be a part of this great event that's all happening this Saturday. I am just about done. I think we're going to hand it off to Dave Kline, and they're going to play one last song and take it away from us. I want to make sure you know all about my great show tomorrow, though. Back to School show with special guest Matt Knoll from the Council of Chemical Abuse, Doris Nadel from the Berks Sheriff's Office, and Edwin Velasquez from Huntington Learning Center. We have to say thank you to our sponsors for that show tomorrow: Council on Chemical Abuse, CJ's Tire, Huntington Learning Center, Reading Casual, Kutztown Heritage, JM Fence, Milk and Giles Funeral Home, Just Between Friends, the Mustang Grill, and Anthony D'Ambrosia. So that's on tomorrow's show. Good afternoon, Berks Country. But now I'm saying goodbye. We're giving our parting words to Dave Kline and his buddies that he has up there. Take it away, Dave.
Hey, thanks, Andy. Good job. Now we have yet another group of buddies. Dave Mell, who sat in on the Let It Be there with Marty Mellinger on the guitar here. Ellen Mell, his wife. Our good friend Mick Snook, representing the Hunch Boogie Band here on the harp, and I play a little guitar. We're going to close out with another jam that nobody practiced.
You're all right.
Oh, yeah. It's called Bad Moon Rising.
WEEU Radio.